Empathetic doesn't mean
weak.
no. Empathetic doesn't mean doesn't care.
No, as in, what I'm trying to say is I do care.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like, if you're not empathetic, does that mean you don't care? I don't think.
I don't know. I don't have a dictionary on me right now, but you probably ask Siri or chat. Regardless, it's the point I'm trying to make is I genuinely care about people. So maybe I would let those things slide more than I should. But when it does catch my attention, then I'll really focus on it, and then I move quickly.
Yeah, so that's my point. Do you find that something comes to your attention, and then it's like the analogy I tried to give before was, I feel like I'm swinging an axe.
Yeah,
it's like all of a sudden I'm cracking down on that and that and that and that, and then you're like, hey, this might be me. Like, this might be my, now I've all of a sudden, a good way to word it is like, do you ever feel like at what point do you say I'm asking for too much here? Do you ever feel like, you got to ask yourself, like, am I asking for too much here?
Very interesting question. I don't think I've ever asked myself that with an employee.
I'm sure there has been something.
There might have been something, but I haven't noticed it. Look, am I asking too much? I don't know. I tend to, and that's where.
But it's like, okay, so there has to be a boundary.
Yeah, there would be.
Like, you wouldn't ask your employee to work for 9 days straight with no sleep. Right? I know, really extreme.
Yeah.
But like,
yes.
you wouldn't ask them to work till midnight every night this week and be there at 5 a.m. Unless it was like a super urgent.
Yeah. And also they would get remunerated for it as well. It's not like I'd be doing it. Yeah. And that's it. Like, and you don't get any extra pay. You just have to do it. So yes, that would be unreasonable. Yeah. So yes, there is that boundary, but I tend to push it a little bit. Like, that's why I don't think I've ever felt like that, because most of the time I don't ever ask ridiculous questions like that too, as in extreme questions like requests like that, sorry.
So then there's two sides of that coin. So you've never felt like that. So I've never felt like I'm asking for too much, but I also hold them to a high standard.
Yeah.
They're two opposite ends.
Yeah.
So which one is it? Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's either you are not holding them to the highest standard because you could probably push them more.
Yeah, you probably could.
You get what I'm saying?
You could everyone. I think anyone can in that instance. Even yourself.
Me?
No, as in to yourself. You could put yourself to a higher standard.
Yeah, but like, so it's not about moving the goalpost. Like, you can always stretch, but it's like holding yourself to a high standard. So you're either not holding them to as high a standard as you could, or what was the other end? You're too empathetic and you're letting them get away with a whole bunch of shit.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you've never had the thought, that means that you're either not pushing them enough or you don't care.
I reckon.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, you are. There's a balance. There's a line to it, though.
What's the line? That's my whole question. Yeah.
No. Like, okay, guys, episode's over.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but what's the line? How do you work
have to sit it? I don't know. You've got to probably look at each element of your business. Okay, so look at the sales, look at the operations, look at the little things, the starting times, finish times, the way they manage their inbox, like really breaking it down and going, well, what's the standard for each of these areas of the business? I'm not talking about this might not be a specific individual. No. I'm just saying within your organization now, I haven't sat down to say those things. There are a couple of little things, like, as I said, starting times and certain ways, like even communication with clients will have that. Like, I would never accept any of my employees speaking in a disrespectful way to a client. And even as far as
extreme.
Yeah, I know, but it could happen. Even as far as going, they should not speaking like that to a subcontractor, right? Because these people are here to work with us and for us, and there's got to be that mutual respect between both parties. Doesn't mean they don't yell at them or whatever. Like, I'm sure it's happened before, but not in a disrespectful way. I wouldn't. Like, there's those sorts of things that I would have there for sure. Coming back to what you said, as far as do you not push them enough? Yeah, I would actually say I don't push them enough. if I had to pick one of the two, because I do feel that they could do better. But then is that me saying, well, they're not at my level, so I need to push them more? I know it can be done. Here's the other thing. You've done what all your employees are doing now, yes? I've done it as well. So I tend to often compare them to what I was like when I was their age.
Yeah. So how do you draw? I think I'm unable to articulate the question properly. You do this thing, and you're like, cool, I can do it at this level. And let's call the level you do it at level 10.
Yeah.
This person comes in and does the same thing, but at level 6 or 7 or 8, whatever. Like, how do you know where it's like, I haven't been able to draw the line on particular things.
Well, do you need to look at what are they lacking to get to a 10? Where's the disconnect there? Is it experience? Is it time? Like, do they need that time to get to that level 10? Do they need to do the push-ups? Is it training? Is it you need to spend more time with them, showing them the ropes, showing them how to be a 10? Because a lot of people will either learn through mistake or they'll just continue doing the same thing. If you ask them, or if they speak to a friend outside of work and said, like, rate yourself out of 10 on this task, they'll probably say, hey, I'm a 10, even though you're rating them at a 6. So this is where you might need to go, well, hang on, before I swing the axe, how about I just sharpen it?
Yeah, no, but I think you keep trying to put it down to like a single act or a single person. I'm talking across the board. Like, where do you draw the line as to, because like the one end is like complete tyranny, and it's like everyone at this time, everyone at this level, and if you're not at this level, your head's chopped off.
Okay.
And the other end is like, it's all fine. Are you happy?
I've worked with both extremes.
Yeah. And
it's like when I was an employee.
Yeah.
I worked with the boss.
Neither end is the correct answer.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Good. I worked with a boss once he was stereotypical builder, and the way he spoke to me, but also to even senior people at the company was, what the fuck are you doing? Hurry the fuck up. How come you haven't fucking done this? Like, the way he spoke to you, you thought he hated you. He was that way inclined. He had a very authoritarian approach to management. And at the time, I was very junior in my role, and I realized that his actions worked. Like, he got performance out of people. He delivered projects on time, under budget. Like, his management style was arguably working. It just didn't work for the long term, because it got to a point for everyone that was working under him that was like, fuck this guy. I'm quitting. I'm not going to work for him on the next project. Like, I don't want to be associated with him. So in the long term, it was really detrimental to him. Let's go the other extreme. I had a boss that didn't really give a shit. Like, didn't care about what we were doing or how we were going about things. He was just like, oh yeah. He was like, oh, can you get this done? So I would subconsciously, maybe I'd know, he wants this done. I'll do it next week. I'll get it. I could get it done today, but I'll wait. I'll string it out until the end of the month. So what I found in my career is it's not one or the other. It's a blend. You have to blend the two. You're going to have, it comes down to like your leadership at the end of the day, doesn't it? It's like, how are you going to lead your team? And I'm sure there are tasks and there are times where you need to be that asshole and say, hey, pull your fucking head in. This is not how we operate. This is not what we do. And if you do it again, then you can find another job. Which one do you want? And then there's going to be times when you're like, hey, you know what, working really hard, have Friday off, let's chill out, let's go out for lunch, let's do coffees this week. Like, you're going to have that blend, I think, of different leadership styles throughout the day, throughout the month, throughout the year. And I think it's also really important to ascertain how your employees like to be led and lead themselves.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.